lovely people, and welcome to Praxi Praxis, another episode of Reef Update. So, it's been 2 weeks since my last update, and I thought I would give an overall review of how my reef is doing and add a little bit more about the mental health benefits of owning and running a saltwater marine reef aquarium. So, let's get started. So since last week, the one major change that I have had is that I broke my elegance coral. Yes, you heard it right. I killed it. So basically what happened was my elegance coral was initially placed somewhere on the rock work. I wanted to bring it down to the sand bed because I thought it would do better in a sand bed, and I read so many forums and I saw videos which stated that is better for them. So I decided to remove it. Unfortunately, I have used putty to fix the coral. So I needed to put in a little bit pressure. What I overestimated is that the hardiness of the coral is not as much as I thought it would be. I was trying to pull and tug it out of my rock work, and all of a sudden, boom, my fingers kind of crushed the coral, and bits of the coral along with the flesh just flew out, and my heart broke. I was like, oh my god, what do I do? On some of the Facebook forums, when I posted the picture of it, which I will show to you now. So that's the status of my coral. When I posted it on Facebook forums, everyone said, oh, just glue it back up, it'll be fine. But some of them said, you know what, there is a 50-50 chance if it dies, it might nuke your tank as well. There is a high risk probability. And I thought I cannot take that risk at this stage of my tank because my tank is still new. It's hardly not even 6 months old yet. So it's with a heavy heart that I use a knife and some screwdriver, and I managed to tug the rest of the coral out, and I had to throw it out. It did not show any sign of being alive because literally if it had blood, it would be bleeding. That's how bad the situation was. It was not just a skeleton which just cracked or broke. It literally ripped the coral. So, and I did not have a quarantine tank for me to put it separately and then see what would have happened. So that's my elegance coral gone, guys. It was so sad. And one another information is that I had this like little torch coral, which was a juvenile, which was growing quite well in this separate piece of rock with one zoa. I don't even know what zoa that was. I just got that rock for like $10 because there was very little chance of that growing into anything big. However, the torch was really growing well. What I found out, it was the same as the torch coral I got from one of the people who sold their stuff. So I was like, oh, I already have two of the same kind. Do I keep it or what do I do? At the same time, I started to see bubble algae on it. So I really didn't want to take the risk of having that bubble algae spread. I don't want to clean it and put it back. I thought, you know what? I already have the same coral over here. It's a separate piece. It's just sitting here and there every now and then. You know what? I'm just going to take it back to my LFS and give it to them. So I gave it to them for some store credit. And that's about it. And other than that, everything has been going fine. And we have a new addition. I finally managed to get a lawnmower Blenny. I named him Jim. For some reason, he just came across like a Jim. He was very timid, very quiet. I was more worried that he would attack Lenny, the bicolor Blenny I have, because Lenny is really small. Well, surprise, surprise, Lenny was being a total bully. He would chase Jim around the tank. Every time he got a glimpse of Jim coming out and doing a little bit of lawn mowing, like Lenny would just dart up to him and fight with him. Initially, Jim was very scared. He would just dart and hide somewhere. Eventually, Jim started to realize, like, wait a second, I'm bigger than this guy. I'm gonna fight back. So Jim would literally fight back. So every now and then I can see some microaggression happening. Not very often though. However, I'm keeping an eye out, and worst comes to worst, I think one of them have to go, and I feel that it's going to be Lenny. He's super duper on personality, love him to bits, However, he's a bully and I need a peaceful tank. And a lawnmower blenny will do more useful things to my tank than a bicolor blenny. So, and I think that's something so many people have experienced having both of these. They always ended up getting rid of bicolor blenny. I just hope Lenny makes friends with Jim. If he doesn't, I have to probably make a fish trap and try to get Lenny back to the LFS. So that's pretty much it for the update for my tank. Things have been going good. I did my regular water change yesterday. I will be doing my regular parameter testing today. I'm doing weekly once parameter testing as well. Things have been quite stable. There was a dino outbreak again, which is expected. But then again, I cleaned the glass, and I think one of the culprit for that very quick dino outbreak was my filter sock. I haven't changed my filter sock since the beginning in December 2019. So I thought, like, you know what, it's time, and it was literally stinking like crap. So I went outside, I bought a new filter sock, I changed the filter sock. It's been quite fine, and I did a water change. Things are quite good. There is nothing hugely worrying. My green star polyp, ever since I changed the flow, green star polyp literally like bloomed. It's on full swing, and I hope it starts spreading up my wall and makes a beautiful carpet out there. So that's pretty much it, guys. Like everything else is doing well, healthy. I rearranged a few corals here and there, but no major changes. Things are going fine. Now, I would like to talk a little bit about how this tank has helped me to go through some symptoms of depression and anxiety. So basically, if you're undergoing any symptoms of depression and anxiety, especially depression, there is a huge chance that you will feel not needed. There is a chance that you will feel isolated. Even though you're not alone, you will end up feeling lonely. That is one of the common things, and I'm emphasizing on these symptoms because those are some of the things that I have been feeling. So having a marine fish tank actually gave me a bit of a purpose, and the thought and the belief and the feeling that the tank needed me. As weird as it may seem to many of you, I'm pretty sure some of you can relate to this. You need to constantly attend to your tank. You have to sit in front of it and then just watch what's happening inside. You need to pay attention to detail, and you need to make sure you notice all the changes that's happening. You need to care for it. It's not going to give you back a care. All it's going to do is just thrive and grow. But to see that, you need to give attention. So the tank for itself to become more growing and thriving, it needs you. It needed me. So I felt needed because every weekend, come what may, I had to do the water change. I had to do the filter sock cleaning. I had to clean the glasses and everything. And that kind of gave me a sense of routine as well, which is very good. So what I'm trying to say is this tank has kept me coming back to it no matter what, and diverted my focus from any unwanted thoughts of isolation, being lonely and being not needed, to being wanted. And the way the tank is showing, like giving back to me, is by showing no signs of stress or strain and actually thriving. My zoas are opening up in full bloom. It always makes me feel good to see that my corals are in full bloom. It's just watching flower bloom, you know, it's good, it's happy, and that makes me happy. So that's a very good aspect, especially if you're undergoing any symptoms of depression, because it pushes you to take that effort to do something, to maintain a routine, and in return it gives you a sense of satisfaction and the feeling that you're needed. Also, to sit in front of the tank means, for me, I literally disappear into the world. That is something I have experienced over and over all my life. Even as a child, when I used to have a freshwater aquarium, I would just sit in front of it for hours, admiring, just looking at the fishes and the aquascape, and to see what's happening inside. Having started owning a marine aquarium, I feel that it is more important that I spend that time in front of the tank. my partner would always ask me like, what the hell are you doing? Because I would just sit here and then just do nothing, just stare into the tank and look at the different things that's happening. It's not staring blankly into the tank. I'm just observing. I'm just observing the characteristics of my livestock, my fishes, my corals. And every time I feed them, it makes me happy to see that they're actually eating them, because you literally see even the corals taking the food and then like blown up again, showing that like, oh yes, I am happy, I am full, I'm feeling good. So to see all that happen, to see that you created all these things, that gives you a sense of satisfaction, and to disappear into the world of the aquarium is blissful and in a way healing. So that's what I would say is the primary benefit in a very general perspective when it comes to my mental health or anyone's mental health, and they want to, and they feel like they want to improve it. This would be a very good way, provided you have the time and of course you need some money. My wallet has been going empty for a while and I literally have to force myself to stop buying corals. There's always like, oh yeah, I will just go to look at the corals. I end up buying them. So yeah, it's a risky one. My next purchases would potentially be, of course, there will be a coral, and of course will potentially be more fishes. My tank seriously lacks some fishes. So that's pretty much it, guys, for today. And I hope to put a video at least once every fortnight. I know weekly seems to be a little bit too much for me, but I'll try to put once every fortnight, and it will be very helpful if I can get your feedback and comments. And also please feel free to subscribe and share my videos with your friends to see how someone so new to the marine tank hobby can be successful. All I did was take it very slow and just be patient. It's been almost December, January, February. This is the 4th month, guys, March. I can literally see my tank doing quite well. I was very impatient in the beginning, but then things started to move forward and I'm doing quite well. So thank you everyone in the Facebook forums that I talked to, and keep watching my videos and keep supporting and keep the community alive, guys, because you guys are extremely helpful and you're an amazing bunch of people to interact with. So until next time, it's bye from Prexy Prex. I will see you in the next one.